So check this out. I have some clients that live in this community right here. They're gonna sell their house very soon, but there are 3 properties that are a model match that have had activity in the last 3 months in this community. There's these 2 right here that are red, they've already sold, and then there's this green one right here that is still on the market. Now, what's interesting is this property here, this was on the market in April, it sold in 6 days, and it sold for $800,000. It has a beautiful view of the mountains up over in this direction. Even though you see a shopping center here, the shopping center sits down below, so you can't really see it from the property. Now, this one here, this one has no view. It sold for $776 in July, and it sold after 10 days on the market. Now, what's interesting is this property was on the market, hit the market in April, and it's been on the market since then. It's been on the market for 125 days, and it has a view up in this direction over here. You have views of the mountains and the city. So I'm gonna go look at the house to find out what's going on. I mean, does it smell really bad? I expect the conditions to not be as good as the other 2 properties and to not be upgraded, but I'm curious, did somebody die in the property? I don't know what's going on. So I wanna go see for myself to try to figure out what's going on with that property, why it's been on the market for so long, because they actually started the price at $760 and then they they lowered it to $750, lowered it all the way down to $725 and it still didn't sell. And then they put it at $780 and then dropped it back down to $760. So we're gonna go take a look at it. I'm gonna show you the inside and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so we're here at the property. In fact, that is it right there. This is the parking area. You can see there's plenty of parking for all of your guests and friends to come visit you. But it's a very peaceful, quiet neighborhood, clear blue skies. Over there, I don't know if you could see, but you actually can see the snow-capped mountains over there. And if you walk over there, you obviously have views. Now, on the 91 freeway actually runs that way. On the other side of the freeway is Yorba Linda. We're in Anaheim Hills right now. This is the property that's a 2-car garage. And you can see here it has a gated front patio. And when you walk in here, you can tell that it needs to be cleaned up. I mean, you have the plants overgrown. They're actually in the path to get to the house. So some of this needs to be cleaned up. This appears as if it's like a fountain. I don't know, something to catch water. But this needs to be swept. You have these weird decorations on the top. And you have a sliding glass door there that goes directly into the kitchen. Now, so basically you have a lot of room here for like a table to maybe have breakfast or just enjoy the outside of the home on a hot day. And it'll be shaded there. Now, this is the half bath that you see right when you first walk in, and stairs leading up to the second level. Now, it looks like the flooring is fairly new. My first impression, though, is that the property hasn't been fully taken care of. And the reason why I say that is because you have like these scuff marks right here. The staircase in general looks really worn out. Right there, I don't know if you could see it, but the walls are kind of worn out as well. Now the view here though is beautiful. I mean, like I mentioned, you have a view. This sits up on a hill, so obviously there's some properties down below. But when you look and you walk over here to the backyard, you'll see you have beautiful views. There's the mountains over there, but a lot of green. And you sit up a little bit higher, there's properties on there's a high school right there. And then you have hills and mountains up over there. Now, what's really interesting here is there's no division between your unit and your neighbor's back patio area on both sides. So now one thing I got to point out to you that I noticed that you probably can't see on just from the camera, but the flooring actually looks like it's slanted down. It goes down. Maybe there's something going on here with the foundation. I don't know, but it looks like in general, even over there, it looks like it kind of slants down as well. But you can see the kitchen here. They have the nice countertops. The appliances are just very basic. In fact, it looks like there's overspray from paint on this. The stove just looks really worn out. You can see, I don't know if you can notice that flickering there, but there's probably something going on with the appliances, that microwave. Over here, is the garage. And you can see here they have the special flooring on the garage. You have some extra space over here. That's where your washer and dryer go. So here's as if like you're walking and you just parked your car, you're walking into your house. This would be like your kitchen area, you know, where you would eat dinner. Here's your living room, and there's your front door. It appears that the ceiling is a little low compared to most houses, but it is what it is. So as we walk up the stairs here, you'll just see a lot of wear and tear. And over here is the primary bedroom, where you have beautiful views, in my opinion. I mean, you have a lot of green, like you can see the baseball fields right there. Let's see if you have a better view here. So if you notice, there's left field of Canyon High School's baseball field. So you have the closet area here with no doors. Let me back up so you can see here. Okay, so you have the primary bathroom. It looks like they redid the shower area here, but the rest of it just looks kind of basic. So let's go take a look at the other bedroom. It's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Now over here, you have a lot of natural light. So as you can see, that's the parking area, a lot of green grass. This right here is the roof to your own garage, and that's your neighbor's garage. And then you have the bathroom here, vanity, and then you have, looks like they did the bathroom or the shower area as well. So in general, the property, yeah, I mean, it's not in really good condition. Looks like there's a lot of wear and tear on it. It's been on the market for 125 days. And I suspect they just were a little ambitious in regards to the pricing. They, in my opinion, it's been on the market for that long because they most likely overpriced it from the beginning, and it's just sat here. But I mean, this view is absolutely awesome in my opinion. Take a look again. Look at that. Okay, so I talked to the agent and I asked him about the flooring. I noticed that it was sloping, it was slanted, and he said, yes, the flooring, the dirt under gave way, and that the seller actually had to have the bottom level re-leveled. It still looks like it's sloped or slanted, and I guess they put about $90,000 into it as well. And he told me that upstairs, the flooring is on level as well, so it's going to be another $15K up there to get that taken care of. But to my knowledge, or based on what he told me, he said that all of the experts that have come out and taken a look at it have said that the settlement has ceased and it will no longer move. So that does make a lot of sense, because the property's been on the market for a while and it was in escrow and it fell out, and that's probably what the buyers were not okay with in terms of, you know, not continuing, because obviously it fell out of escrow. So he did tell me that they lowered the price to by $15,000 just like 20 minutes ago. So it's now priced at $745. So we'll see if it sells.